Hello everyone, this is Juvenute here and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video here, we're going to be talking about Resident Evil Dead Island movie review. Now just so you know, there are going to be spoilers ahead, so if you don't want to hear the spoilers, leave now, alright? Okay, now let us get started. So first off, the art style of this movie, it was great, you know? And also, the characters were great, but not all of them, but most of them. And then the movie, for the writing and story, I'm gonna say it's very clever because they mentioned so many references of so many like Resident Evil games. But let's just talking about the storyline. So in the intro, it's basically like Raccoon City. Raccoon City has pretty much have gone to hell, and I gotta say, I kind of want that to be that like a TV series. That will be very interesting because like you can see like all these soldiers are basically panicking, have no idea what is going on. Okay, and that will be very interesting. Hopefully, Capcom will make that. And speaking of which, of Capcom, why did this have to be only Blu-ray? I mean, seriously, it's just kind of no. I just wish they could have release this in theaters, like for data. Like you guys remember for data, that was in theaters. But for this movie, it was only exclusive to Blu-ray. So I was kind of annoyed about that. But lucky for me, I had a very good friend. He invited me to his place, and we pretty much basically watched the movie, even though he watched it so many times. But thankfully, he did not give me no spoilers. But he basically, gave me some references and, pretty much was explaining about this particular movie because, I'm still a Resident Evil fan, but I'm not really like, into it. Well, okay, maybe that's a bad way to say it. But I pretty much basically love Resident Evil, but my friend is the one who really got me back into Resident Evil. And speaking of which, I will be going live stream for Resident Evil 4 Remake Hardcore probably somewhere either tomorrow or I believe Tuesday. So be sure to check out my social media in description below. Oh yeah, the fights. Yes. Some of the fights were kind of like, interesting. I don't really have like a particular favorite fight because I feel like it was kind of like a same in my opinion. But I could tell you guys like which one's one of my least favorite fights. And that is Leon and I think her name is Maria. I think that's her name. Um, Basically Maria like she had like potential as a good feeling, but unfortunately she got killed off. So we'll never know what's the good potential of her. And speaking of which, of the villains, the main villain himself, Danny Blake, he was basically in Raccoon City. He was basically a brother soldier that he had to pretty much kill his friend. And then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, like 10, 20 years later, something like that, he wants revenge for, like, forcing, he had to kill his friend and then all that stuff. And one of the most stupidest things they gave him is, like, basically, he picks up a revolver and then, basically tries to commit suicide. That's basically, like, every time he causes a zombie outbreak. And basically, it's just kind of stupid. I'm sorry, but that villain, that is not a main villain. And oh man, that was not even that good. That was probably the worst villains I have saw so far that I have at least watched the movie. But let's see what else. I feel like that's pretty much it. I mean, I just don't really have anything else to say about the movie. So the final verdict I'm giving this review is a 6 out of 10. The reason why it is a 6 out of 10 is because the movie was alright, but thankfully, I didn't have to get to Blu-ray because I get my friends. So thank you if you're watching this. But yeah, it was just kind of like boring. Like I was trying like basically watch it, but I was basically on my computer making notes and maybe like 1 or 2 times I was basically on my phone. It's like oh my god, just get into the scenes already. So yeah, again, most of the characters are great. This includes, Leon. I love Leon. He's one of my favorite characters. Chris is alright. Clara, and then Jill, and I think Rebecca. I think that's her name. Yeah, those characters were alright, but pretty much Leon's like my favorite character. And again, I would be live streaming again for Resident Evil 4 remake either tomorrow or Tuesday. So again, be sure to check out all my social media. It will be in the description below. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I hopefully, this was interesting, and hopefully, this will give you some aspect to, either buy the movie or you want to not buy the movie. But anyways, this is Chibi New to you, signing off. Have a great day. Peace!